And there's still a few more to go, of course, on KUTI, but that will be the final one tomorrow. The tip is scheduled for 7:05 from the Coliseum, and it could be a meaningless game if something doesn't turn around in a dramatic way here in the fourth quarter and the final 8 seconds of the fourth quarter. And on deck now for the Sun Kings as they come out to play the final 8.2 seconds. Gaines, Mintz, Tillman, Tyson, and Johnny Hilliard. Gaines will catch it at the midcourt stripe from Mike Bobiak, and he will inbound. Sun Kings looking to get it inbound. Gaines needs help. Gets it to Scotty Mintz, nearly taken away. Mintz has it, swivels. Into the lane he comes with the right-hand runner. It's up and good. Mintz converts with 3.7 seconds to play, and now Tri-Cities calls their final timeout of the ball game. A full timeout called by the Chinook. 108 to 106, 3.7 seconds to play here in the ball game. We will keep it here on TCI and take a 60-second timeout on Real Country 980 KUTI and come back with more in just a moment.
Be close to him, though. Go for the steal, you'll try it. Yo, you're making small steal foul and steal.
Bill Roberts back here inside a very quickly emptying Yakima Sundome, as the fans have seen the Chinook overtake an 18-point halftime deficit, roar all the way back. They led it by 4 with 8 seconds to play, and now they lead it by 2 with 3.7 seconds to play here in this ball game. And a very crucial call by official Mike Bobiak, who called an air ball by Willie Sims, a goaltend on Scott Mintz, and that was probably going to decide the ball game. Toulson inbounds to Fisher. He spins away, and Mintz fouls him as quickly as humanly possible. For Mintz, that will be his 4th personal foul, so that'll send Roy Fisher to the free throw line. Fisher at the line. He, so far this evening, has hit 6 and missed 1. 6 of 7 from the line, and Fisher can ice this ball game if he hits them both. If he hits one, it's a 3-point Tri-Cities lead. There's still a glimmer of hope for the Sun Kings, but if he hits them both, it's all over with 2.8 seconds to play. Fisher will take his time at the line, set his feet, get a good look at the rim, and let the first one fly. Nothing but net. He knocks it down. Fisher has got 15, so now it's a 3-point Tri-Cities advantage. He hits this one, and the game is over, and Robert Reed will call a 20-second timeout and do what he can to try and ice Roy Fisher. If you're in a hurry and always on a tight schedule, why not stop for a moment and take time out for tradition? Lariat Barbecues are the home of Yakima's original big one, the Lariat Burger. This final 2 minutes of the ball game has taken about 20 to play, or so it seems anyway, and now this will be the final stoppage of play, I would assume. Here in this game, we will know the outcome soon enough, and it will not be favorable for the Sun Kings. If you're just joining us, the Sun Kings roared out to an 18-point halftime lead. They led it at the half with 2 quarter points securely in the bank, but in the second half, the Chinook regrouped and came back with a vengeance. They won the third quarter by 13 points, and they lead here in the fourth quarter by 8 points, and they've got a 3-point lead as the ball game is 2.8 seconds away from being over. 109 to 106 the count, as Fisher will step back to the stripe and fire up the free throw that could win his team this ball game on the road. Fisher 7 of 8 from the line. He steps back to the stripe, takes a lengthy dribble, and he takes his time. He understands what's on the line here. He looks at the rim hard. He fires up the free throw. He buried it. Fisher with 2 big free throws Mintz inbounds to Gaines. He'll fire up the midcourt shot at the horn. It's off the rim, no good. And the Sun Kings have dropped this ball game at home, 110-106. They lose to the Tri-City Chinook 5-2 in the quarter scoring. So that is a crucial defeat for the Sun Kings at home, probably dashing any playoff hopes they would have for this season. And the Chinook playoff hopes remain a glimmer as they are in second place in the Western Division. So that will wrap it up for our coverage on TCI Channel 36. Once again, our final here from the Sundome. 110-106, the Chinook come in here and defeat the Sun Kings, and they also will win the I-82 series. I'm Bill Roberts saying so long from the Sundome. Stay tuned on radio for the postgame show coming up next on Real Country 980 KUTI. And see you later on TCI Channel 36. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.
Tonight's Sun Kings basketball game has been brought to you by Lee Peterson Motors, Weimart, St. Elizabeth Hospital, Tempest Minute Lube, Han Motors, and TCI Cablevision. Sun Kings basketball is originated by TCI Cablevision's remote unit from the Tri-Cities. It's produced and directed by Lloyd Swain. Come out to every Sun Kings game at the Sundome.